Emergency whispers rushed through Baton Rouge the moment Donnie Swaggart stepped to the pulpit and confirmed that every branch of the Swaggart clan had been told to fly home for a Friday summit. "We are facing the end unless a miracle from the Lord intervenes," he admitted, explaining that the next 48 hours would force the family to confront very difficult and hard decisions. The crisis began at sunrise on June 15th. Donnie and his grandson Gabriel walked into Jimmy's home to find the 90-year-old televangelist collapsed and pulseless. They kept his heart moving with chest compressions until medics arrived, revived a faint rhythm, and rushed him to the intensive care unit. Doctors have kept him unconscious ever since, warning that damage from that cardiac arrest may be too severe to reverse. Hospital monitors now beep over a man who once filled arenas with gospel music. An official Facebook bulletin on the night of June 25th offered the same spare verdict heard for days: no significant change. The ministry pleaded for privacy and more prayer, hinting that the road ahead would be especially difficult. Against that stark backdrop, Friday's closed-door gathering looms large. Donnie has already told congregants that every grandchild, some of whom were scattered across the country, has been summoned, along with in-laws Joanna and Cliff, to decide what happens next. Although no agenda has been released, his warning that "we are strong, but we are facing the end" suggests end-of-life choices are on the table. Rumors inside Pentecostal circles, framed strictly as speculation, point to three possibilities: whether to continue full life support measures, how and when to announce any irreversible turn, and who would steer the Sun Life Broadcasting Network if the family patriarch can no longer speak. The ministry's public request for silence while the clan deliberates hints at how sensitive those discussions have become. Meanwhile, a wave of digital devotion has washed over social media. Prayer chains circle the globe, and pastors who once sparred with Swaggart's fiery style now urge followers to storm heaven on his behalf. Supporters post vintage clips of him belting "There is a River," hoping the same faith that once electrified tent revivals will spark one more comeback. That longing is amplified by a legacy both triumphant and turbulent. Swaggart's 1970s and 80s broadcasts drew millions before a scandal with sex workers shattered his Assemblies of God credentials in 1988. Defrocked but undeterred, he returned behind his own cameras in 2010, launching Sun Life and rebuilding a loyal audience that forgave, or at least set aside, his past. Now the stage lights are off, the microphones silent, and a family once defined by public ministry must make its most private decision. Will Friday mark the moment America's most controversial evangelist fades from the pulpit for good, or the dawn of a last-minute miracle that rewrites every headline? Until the Swaggarts speak again, the world waits and prays for an answer.